Good evening and welcome along to the Grumpy Old Man, and this is episode 5, straight after Easter, and hopefully you had a great and safe Easter. Got lots of chocolates. I hope you did, because I didn't get any. No one loves me anymore, but hopefully my buddy here in the second chair, Pinky, has got something.
Hi all, yeah, I got plenty of chocolates. You didn't get any?
Nah, everybody
loves me.
Nah, well I did, but I actually bought it myself, so is that the same thing?
Isn't that what one of the Kardashians has now? She's got that thing where she loves herself. It's a new type of gender, not gender, but down that path. Yeah.
More commonly known as narcissism.
Narcissism, yeah. So
right.
is that, you're not narcissistic?
Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah.
Really? I've known you for a long time. I wouldn't have thought you were. I wouldn't class you as narcissistic.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm pretty down to earth.
I think you're pretty level-headed.
Pretty down to earth.
I mean, nobody does love you. You're right on that. But you are pretty...
just when I got out of therapy and I'd been working on my self-esteem, you just destroyed it.
You'll never get out of therapy if you hang around me, mate.
No, it's so sad. But no, Easter was good. That was a lot of fun. You know, I was with my partner. I got her a little bunny rabbit.
Oh, nice.
I was in Woolies and... they had a little bunny and had little glasses and just looked like my partner. So I thought, I've got to get her an egg. So in the morning, while she was asleep, I placed the little, bunny next to her bedhead.
Yep.
And I went off and did my usual thing. She got up in the morning, gave me a big hug and a kiss. And
very thoughtful.
Yeah, it was worth the $3 I paid for the chocolate.
Well, you spent $3 more than I did.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Well, see, one of the kids went to some event the other day and won a raffle. And got a massive basket of Easter eggs and chocolate.
Right, yeah, cool.
So we just decided, well, let's just divvy it up and not spend any money. So
we actually on Sunday went to the Berwick Easter Fair, I think it's called. Okay. Huge. It's on a footy field, and the place was virtually empty. And we were there like 12 o'clock.
Oh wow.
But around 12 to 1 o'clock, people started turning up. So I got a funny feeling everyone was doing their family stuff, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And it was good. We had something to eat. We walked around. Yeah, it was good.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was good.
Very good. Very good.
How can we not start off without not having some controversy from young Biden himself? Now, over the weekend on Easter Sunday, he's decided to declare that Transgender Day of Visibility. And boy, did that spark a lot of controversy because it was supposed to be Easter Sunday.
Yep.
Now, sadly, there was a whole bunch of reactions to it. I kind of didn't agree with most of them. I just wasn't happy with the way the Conservatives reacted. They just took it over the top. As you can see on the screen there, when he declared it, huge bunny there. But the problem was, which I didn't agree, was he actually banned all religious stuff at the White House.
Yep.
So effectively he said, goodbye Easter, hello, this Visibility Day.
All religious imagery and whatever. Exactly.
Whereas last year he had those twerking bunnies there.
Yeah.
So that was controversial as well. And the thing is, he's never, ever, that I'm aware of, has brought up this Transgender Day of Visibility. Yet he happened to bring it up this time. And, of course, Trump gets in there and he has a bit of a say about it. And he released a statement on Truth Social, which is now worth, I think, 6.8.
7 points, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it got to about $7.2 billion.
Yeah.
And he's done that in a week. My God.
I told you we should have bought shares. I've said that a few weeks ago. We should have bought shares.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Well, anyway, he released the statement, and I'll just quickly read it to you. A statement from Trump campaign on Joe Biden's blasphemous declaration of the Trans Visibility Day on Easter Sunday. It is appalling and insulting that Joe Biden's White House prohibited children from submitting religious egg designs for their Easter art event. Now, apparently that's been going on for about 40 years, that event. So that was one of the big hoo-has. That bit I actually get. I understand that.
Yeah.
And formally proclaimed Easter Sunday as Trans Day of Visibility.
Hang on, you understand stopping it or you understand Trump's point?
Trump's point.
Right, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean... Why would you divide your community by saying...
No, totally. I just wanted to clarify,
I just don't get it. For me, I think it comes down to virtue signalling. I think that's
absolutely.
a problem. Yeah,
absolutely.
Sadly, these are just two more examples of Biden's administration's year-long assault on the Christian faith. We call on Joe Biden's failing campaign and White House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe tomorrow is for one celebration only, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yeah, so, yeah, it caused such a hoo-ha over that, and I totally agree. He shouldn't have done that. I think it was a wrong move, but I totally do not agree the way the Conservatives reacted. So to combat Transgender Day of Visibility, the Conservatives decided to do, which I think was pretty abhorrent. It was a terrible thing. What they did, they jumped on all the social media and started putting up things like the transgender shooters and the pedophiles and all that type of thing. And we're talking about, a tiny minority.
Yeah.
And trying to, I guess, combat what Biden was doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's one thing to take a stand on the religious aspect. I totally agree. But to try and attack the trans community isn't really necessary.
No. I mean, this day's been around since 2009.
Yeah.
So it's not like...
It's not a new thing.
Yeah, it's not like it was declared, okay, this is the Sunday we're going to do it, and we're going to do it every year. Things, it's always been on the 31st. And this is the first time that I'm aware of it actually fell on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, that's not actually due to happen again till 2086. I'm going to be about 38 by then, so I'll be, I was just 3,800.
3,800, yeah.
So... It's not something I think they went out and did on purpose.
I agree. I don't think the target was Easter Sunday, but it was also, pretty careless to put that in the middle of an Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Because the potential of it landing on Easter Sunday is always going to be there. So they had to have calculated at the start that, come 2024, it'll land on the 31st. The 31st will land on the Sunday. They had to have known that. I mean, they could have set that date weeks away. I don't know what the significance was. I mean, going back to when it was...
mid-March, somewhere around there, you think?
Who knows? Yeah. Something a little further away from a religious event would have been a smarter move, I guess. I mean, I don't know what the significance is of that date. There may have been some reason why they specifically chose that date. Have you looked into that at all?
I didn't see anything.
No, because there could be a reason why they chose that date. But, yeah, look, regardless of your view, I totally understand that they're quite opposed fields, I suppose, of people. So I can see the clash. Yeah. But how you handle it from there is the bit that's, as you said, is abhorrent, really. It's really,
Yeah, I think they should have just left it alone.
Yeah.
And I criticised Biden for the decision, because it was a rubbish decision for him to do that, and then left everything else alone. Yeah. My feed just got absolutely flooded with these type of imagery. They had the the Nashville shooter with her shot dead in the classroom. Pictures of that. Then all the the pedophiles or anything that was slightly related to the trans community, they posted.
Yeah.
And I just didn't agree with it at all. I thought that was just nasty from my point of view. Like I said, I should have just left it alone.
Yeah. Well, look, at the end of the day, there's the statistically the number of people in any community, there's always going to be, they've called up the shooters and the pedophiles, but I'm sure there's a lot more shooters and pedophiles that are not trans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Statistically, it has to be that way. So it's a cheap shot, really.
Oh, absolutely. It was just, I just keep on saying, it's just a nasty thing to do. And when I read it, I thought, oh, give me a break, come on. Just get stuck into Biden, because there's plenty to get stuck into Biden about.
Yeah.
He's just a walking turnip, that guy. So bringing all that up on this specific day, it kind of tainted Easter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people stopped thinking about Easter and started thinking about Trans Visibility Day. So it kind of took it away anyway. So, but,
I also feel like regardless of what your view is, people will be on one side of the fence or the other. And, if you are against the trans movement, do you really need to stoop to this level?
Of course not. No.
And if you're for the trans movement, well, everyone's got their own opinion. Yeah. So I just think it's if you're out there sitting, oh yeah, but you know, it was a religious holiday and blah blah blah. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it didn't need to stoop to that level.
Yeah. Well, you know, a few famous people came out, and of course, Caitlyn Jenner is probably the most famous trans out of all of them, and she wasn't happy about it.
Michelle Obama.
No,
sorry.
Michael.
You
got it wrong. It's Michael.
Sorry.
So, Caitlyn Jenner slammed Biden for declaring March 31st Easter Sunday Trans Day Visibility. Jenner took to X blasting the new proclamation, saying, "Oh my God, it was that pizza we had earlier." That's what it is. Yeah. I'm absolutely disgusted that Joe Biden had declared the most holy of holy days, a self-proclaimed devout Catholic, and he always touts that. He always says he's a Catholic, but then he does this type of stuff.
Yeah.
As Transgender Day of Visibility, the only thing you should be declaring on this day is He is risen. Of course, referring to Christ rising from the grave. Now, probably of all people, you know, Caitlyn, she would probably be jumping up and down, you know, if there was, you know, any issue with it. It's just sad the way, you know, the whole Easter was tainted because of the way the Conservatives reacted. I don't think they needed to.
Yep. No, I agree.
But anyway, it's not just one day. They actually have quite a few days. And what was the numbers we worked out? They had the LGBT community, also known as the alphabet community, had 28 days, separate days, that celebrate, or what do they do? Or days of remembrance as well, that they have. Plus they have 3 full months as well.
Yeah.
So I just find it a bit strange why they call it Visibility Day. Because effectively they've got 4 months of celebrating their ideology, their, you know, what's the other word? Their lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
well, they're probably one of the most visible movements in the world.
Absolutely, and the most protected. Yeah, absolutely. But it's a sad part of conservative history. I think they went the wrong way. It's okay. It's all good, but hopefully Biden's going to lose the election soon, so I don't care. He was on with Stephen Colbert. They just did a fundraising with Bill Clinton and Obama. Now, when you've got those two there, you know they're in trouble if they're trying to fundraise. And the big thing was how much money they had raised during that period. But that's all corporate money. It's from big business.
Yeah.
What was it? Where did I read? 38% of what they receive, Democrats receive, is actually corporate money. The people money. It's from Joe Blow. The rest of it is actually corporate money.
Yep.
Whereas the exact reverse for Trump. And he's I think, I was reading the figures today. Sorry, fact check me, because I kind of forgot what the figures were. And I think it was like 18% was corporate money. The rest was, you know, mum and dad, you know, donating money. And people keep on saying he's the man of the people. And the fact that all his money's coming from the people is fantastic, and it just shows you.
Well, the statistics don't lie.
Yeah. And he's polling. He's literally 51% in the national poll at the moment. So he's doing really well. And he's never been ahead, including 2020. He's never been ahead in any candidate. 2016 kind of just pulled it out of nowhere. All of a sudden he won. And Hillary was ready to give a speech. And,
that's right.
You know, she disappeared after that one. And to this day, says the election was stolen.
Yeah.
So they're allowed to say that.
But they all say that, both sides. I mean, it doesn't matter who wins and who loses. It's always the same argument.
Oh, correct. I mean, they're always going to complain, like you said.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get on to something a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully Conservatives will learn from that. No.
No, probably not. That's how politics works. At the end of the day, you know, it feels like we always say, you know, like when you're arguing with someone and you revert to swearing and you revert to name calling and you you've lost your argument.
Yeah.
And that's my point before. It doesn't matter which side of the fence you sit on. If you're anti-trans, this is the wrong path to take. You know, if you're pro-trans, well, there's other ways to make your argument too than having a day of celebration on Easter.
Yeah.
So
I think that the problem with that is what is it, 0.3%? Or
I think it's 0.03, isn't it?
0.03 is actually trans.
Yeah.
And the rest of it's LGBTQ. So you've catered for an immensely minority group, you know, a very small minority group. Jeez, that pizza's really knocked me out today.
Sure, it wasn't the half a bottle of scotch.
And so, to me, it's just a virtual signal. That's what it is. And he's peed off a lot of Christians over this and Catholics and whatever.
I feel like at the moment he's in no position to pee off anybody.
No, not with those type of ratings.
He's just, just making a stronger case.
Yeah.
You know,
he is.
Especially a country like America where there's such a strong Christian following. You know, they're a very Christian country.
I just saw a new group come up on my X feed, and it was Democrats against Biden.
Oh, wow.
They've got like...
About time.
If I remember right, it was like 55,000 followers already.
Yeah, no surprise.
There's one... I've seen Republicans against Trump. That's been around for ages.
Yeah.
This is a new one when I saw Biden against Democrats. Democrats against Biden. All right, so like I said a couple of minutes ago, let's get on to something a little bit lighter. Brand new movie started this weekend.
Yes.
And being the geek that I am, Godzilla X Kong. Now I'm going to play you the preview for it. I mean, it was like only a couple of months ago the last movie came out, the -1, which was absolutely brilliant. So I'll play you the trailer. We'll have a good discussion of it once we have a good look at it. And sorry, we do have to interrupt it a couple of times or else we'll get a copyright claim on the video.
For most of human civilization, we believed that life could only exist on the surface of our planet.
Godzilla has a mech arm. They've given him a transformer arm.
Yeah.
This feels like Transformers. Like, you know, the first movie was good and the second one they were just making stuff up as they went.
Yeah.
The first Godzilla movie was fantastic. Well, not the very first one.
The previous.
Yeah, the 2014
previous,
version. Yeah, 2014 was great. And now they just seem to be making for the sake of making.
Stretching.
Yeah, they're trying to push the IP. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe they actually gave him an arm, a mechanical arm.
What else were we wrong about?
Everything.
Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in?
This world has more secrets than we could possibly imagine.
Miracles I get. Still now and then.
Baby Kongs. There are baby Kongs. Kitty Kongs.
Was there a Mrs. Kong?
Oh, there must have been.
I don't remember any of the movies with a Mrs. Kong.
Oh,
and all of a sudden there's a baby Kong.
I wouldn't want to see that interaction. Half your landscape would be devastated.
Might make for a better movie.
Oh no, there's a baby Kong. It doesn't feel like previous Kong movies to me.
No, there's something weird. Oh, I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
There's something, I don't know, quality or something.
What is that?
That's not Kong. What could have done this?
I see another Kong.
his own.
He won't be alone.
We have another huge monkey. Do you think the fact that we've now got, I don't know what his name is, but another Kong kind of takes you away from how special Kong is? If you've got a whole tribe of them,
I feel like the whole thing's moving away. Not just the extra monkey, but or gorilla. But I don't know. It's not like an original Kong. It just doesn't feel like Kong to me. We've had this argument before about movies and working the IP, and just there are times when you think, just come up with a new story, because it becomes annoying after a while when they're just playing on names to start something.
I think because it's been so successful the last few movies since 2014, they're really trying to make as much money as they can from it. All right.
Welcome to my world.
Is that a mini Kong?
I was expecting him to come to the edge of the cliff and hold up the baby.
Do you know what the sound effect for Mini Kong sounds like those little penguin things on the island from Star Wars, remember?
At Phillip Island or something.
No, from Star Wars, the little penguin things.
Yeah.
Sounds like them.
Yeah.
I just watched that the other night, so the sound is still in my head. But anyway,
Yeah, that looks kind of horrid. I think they've jumped a shark on that one.
Jumped a shark.
You don't know that reference?
No, what's that?
Oh my God, really? That was set in your era too, that reference.
So after your era?
No, what it was. Okay, let me fill you in. If all of you people don't know what jumping the shark is, it's in reference to something that's gotten to a certain point and everything after that point is just rubbish. Now, that started in Happy Days.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Fonzie goes to, because where are they? In Milwaukee? That's where they live, I think. He then goes to, I think, California, because it's at the beach, and he gets challenged to jump a shark. So they've got this shark in this cage area, and he's behind his ski boat.
Yeah.
He's on skis, and he goes off a ramp and over the shark. That's where the saying came. Because they basically say that ever since that episode, Happy Days went downhill.
Yeah, right, okay.
But the thing is, it went for another 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, so that was
after
early.
that episode, yeah. So that's where that expression comes from, jumping the shark.
Never heard it.
Yeah, I'm surprised,
Well, there you go.
actually.
Yeah,
You're a very educated man.
I like to think so.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not. It's a new one on me.
Yeah.
Will I ever use it? Yeah.
You will now that you know about it.
Maybe.
Oh, must have hit. All right, so anyway, a bit of trivia before we get started. Godzilla started in 1954 by Toho Studios, and they've made 38 movies, Godzilla movies. That's Toho Studios themselves. Then there's another 5 American versions.
Wow. So
they've done it, what's that, 30... Yeah, 38 total. 33 from Toho, 5 American. Then in 1998 is when the Yanks took over with Matthew Broderick. Do you remember that one?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
It's basically when they changed Godzilla to look like a big lizard. So it never actually had the same feel. He didn't look the same. He wasn't upright and that type of thing. It was just it was just a big lizard running around. So
I probably missed it. Not a bad thing, I suppose.
No, it was terrible.
I like remember the old ones? I think they were, I'm sure they were Godzillas where he was fighting the turtle and all that sort of stuff. Was that Godzilla?
Yeah, that's Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's
was it stop animation?
Gamera or something it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know the exact law.
If anyone remembers the names, please put them in the comments. But yeah, I watched those as a kid. I used to love those. Yeah. So I never got into the Hollywood Godzilla.
Yeah.
I love all that crazy stop animation, not filmed well type stuff. It was fantastic.
They still do, I think, an animation of Godzilla. But you're totally right. I mean, I think all 33 movies, maybe one or two, was a man in a suit.
Yeah.
And that was the classic thing, including in Godzilla -1, which was completely animated, but they tried to get that same feel of a man in a suit.
Yeah.
They had the same angles and that type of thing. So that was fascinating. I really liked that. And then there was the 2014 version. That was the one everyone praised. Bryan Cranston.
Yep.
He was brilliant in it. I love Bryan Cranston. He's from Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Sadly, spoiler, come on guys, 10 years ago it came out. 10 years. Bryan Cranston dies in it, which totally surprised me because I think he gets crushed by the building. So, have you seen it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure I have, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just go.
I don't remember the first one, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I've seen it. Well, when I say the first American one, but I'm pretty sure I've seen that one, yeah.
Yeah. And, of course, the last one this year was Godzilla -1, which won special effects Oscar.
Yeah, and actually made money.
Yeah. Now, it did actually a lot of money.
Yeah.
Did you know that Godzilla has a star on the Walk of Fame?
Oh, no, I didn't know.
Yeah, Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow, okay.
And you know they usually put a footprint there.
I was going to say, what did he do for his handprints? Yeah, his footprints, yeah.
Hollywood is just a crater now. There's nothing left of it. All right, we're going to finish on a very light note now. I came across this little video from on X, and apparently I can't verify this, but apparently this video is the new training video or the campaign to stop illegal immigrants touching women. Okay.
Okay. Where's this?
In Finland.
Yep.
Finland, apparently. So have a look at this.
This is my what?
I'm going to play it one more time.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no sweater. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no sweater.
My what? My nanosphere?
Yeah. but be aware, this is April the 1st, okay?
Yeah.
So I can't verify if it actually came out as a campaign against violence in Finland. But the video exists. So anyway, what do you think of that?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I know someone. I saw something today that I think it was also Finland that they decided to turn sexual activity into a sport.
Oh really?
So they film it and then give scores. Only from a Nordic country. Seriously, it's crazy.
They're very far ahead of everybody else.
Oh,
that's the problem.
Yeah. I can just imagine the three people holding up 10.
Why would you?
Oh, he got a hole in one.
Well, in the US, we record this on a Monday and it goes to air on a Tuesday. So tomorrow is April Fool's Day in the US.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting what happens during that day.
Interesting.
Assuming anyone's got any sense of humour left.
Not many.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is thank you very much for sticking around with us for this episode. Next episode's coming up on Thursday, 8 p.m. Thanks very much to
Pinky
for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.